Perfect, so well done on him, and you can see he's so focused right now, trying to call his team back into this game. 5-2, it might not seem like that much of a gap. It's more about the momentum. It's more about the overall energy in this arena. You've got to shut it down somehow if you're North. If you can at all, then you've got to do it early.
Well, this is a way to change things up, Anders. Tapping into some of that bank, 7.5K spent by Snax this round. Getting fully equipped with a second AWP here for Virtus.pro. Pasha saved his. And so we'll see where Snax decides to take that fight. He may be going aggressive yet again, and this really is Snax's stomping ground. He literally stomps people into the ground. Over here, off, shotgun. He knows how to put the pressure on. But AZ as well, look at this. Nearly to the top of ramp already.
This is so far that he's managed to sneak in. Should catch Virtus.pro off guard. He almost takes down Taz, but now the game is up. They know, and they're trying to play around it as much as they can. He's going to end up going down to the alley, but the rest of the push is coming into the B-bomb side. Neo's getting a refrag there on MSL. It's still a 4 versus 3, and the bomb is dropped. Oh no.
It's dropped in the open flat. I mean, but Cajun B and Config, the last two alive here for North. Neo has done a fantastic job picking up 2 frags, and now VP, they know that they can take their time. They can wait for the bomb plant, exactly. Bialy's gonna hear it, he's gonna be able to deny it! What is going on, Config? Your teammate, he needs you! 1v2. Snax and Taz now closing in. And this is all on Config, peeking with the flash, spots out the info. Will he find the headshot? You can't face him. With the AK, he's far too dangerous. And he's looking for the angle on Taz. All Taz needs to do is stand up, and there's the one. Config 1v1, gets the smoke, but Taz pounces as soon as the smoke comes out and saves the day for VP. Well, there we go. If the clutch situation is going to start going VP's way as well as the crowd, this is going to be a hard day for North.
It's a great attempt from Config, and you have to appreciate the flashbang, then the shoulder peek that makes Virtus.pro peek against him into the flashbang, and everything was working out quite well, but couldn't get the last kill in. So Virtus.pro now 6-2 in their favor. We'll see what North can bring us here. Config doesn't look too distraught, you know, a bit upset, but not really broken yet.
It's the smallest margins, Anders. It's the smallest margins. Taz did that perfectly, peeking behind the nade, because he knows there's going to be a split second where Config has to swap back to his AK, and that's the window he chooses for his peek, and it works out. 6-2. VP in the lead. And still somewhat decent bank on at least 2 players here for Virtus.pro, so it's not the end of days, but now the change in the setup here for Virtus.pro. The nade goes sailing past Magus. He counts his lucky stars. Thank you.
Well, Pasha opening up with a kill on Cajun B. That was controlling the platform here, which is always a good idea. It reduces just all of the options that MSL has when he doesn't have plateau control. So right now, he's got to be wondering, how can we get it back? The flashbang not touching Pasha, and he goes for the fight against the pre-firing AZ.
And then he repeats. Pasha knows no fear. Goes for the repeat despite getting the 2 picks. He's down at 13. He was looking for the trade opportunity there for North. Ballsy play, but now Config, he might catch Snax. Does Snax realize? Yes, he does. Snax hits the shot. MSL going to be walking into his certain demise here in just a second. Unless, of course, Snax turns away. And so MSL, 2v4, backed by Magus, and they're working their way up onto the A site, but there's still a man in place, and Neo holding connector. It's going to ruin their day. That drops the bomb right at his feet.
MSL had to make some kind of play, because trying to put the bomb down in a 2-on-4 is not really viable. Neo to close it out.
Neo, man, he is at the top of the scoreboard right now, Anders. 10-4-3 for Virtus.pro. That's not what you expect to see, and it's not like he's completely sucking the oxygen out either. Pasha and Bialy both at 9 frags. Right now, VP are just hitting their shots, and this is a good time for North to go for the timeout. Tactical, first one, called by the Danes.
Chanting Philip Kubski. Neo. One of the ultimate legends. Probably the best player of all time in 1.6, and his career is continuing into global offensive, and the level that he's hitting, it's an absolutely magical story. And I understand the North want to take a timeout here, just see if they can calm down. The crowd won't let them, but they're going to have to try and zone that out somehow. 7-2 at the beginning of the 10th round now. Virtus.pro are off to a fantastic start here on Cobblestone.
And North, it looked like they wanted to try and change up the pace again. Same thing that they went for on A with the rush. They might have had Virtus.pro cut corners, tried to play out very quickly here onto B plateau, but instead now it's going to slow down into more of a set strategy here. The nades go sailing in, Config taking point. Magus finds a shot on Neo with that deagle. But Pasha not going to hit the shot, and he's gone to crossfire, nowhere to go. Bialy needed to come up big, and he fails. It's all on Snax and Taz in a 2v4, and once again, VP, it's going to have to be the call here to back off and save. If they go for this, they're in a tight spot.
It looks like they sort of want to here. I mean, Config is hitting a high level in this game. You can tell he's come here to play as well. Going to bring the fight to Virtus.pro. Taz trying to with a boost up. He's going to get the kill on MSL. Surely there's no way in a 2 versus 4 that they bring it back there. Low on time as well. Going to flash their way through. Magus gets a great kill there. And now Snax has to back off instead. They tried for it. They tried to give themselves a chance, but it will be a 4th round for North here.
You see where that flash went off? Like, what? 10 centimeters short of getting around the angle. Magus full blind. Taz kills him for sure, and then you're into a 2-on-2. Sometimes that's as close as it gets, the finest of margins. But that's a 3rd round on the board for North. On T-side, Cobble. VP still with 7. And Snax saving that AWP will make a world of difference here for Virtus.pro. They will have the money to go for the full buy once again. Right back into the double op, no less. These guys show no fear.
Well, we've reached the critical point in the game just because of the VP economy. There is a chance for North to turn it around if they can just win this next round. This opening from Config is mad, and you could tell they got overrun in that round. Now they need to bounce right back here. AWP on Cajun B is a very solid opera and very good at playing against other AWP players, so see if he can put some of that skill to work. Snax aggressive down towards the middle. Otherwise, not much coming out of Virtus.pro here. It's a very standard setup.
A bit of the catch-all approach. Taz kind of dancing back in his home turf and connector. Snax playing solo over a danger. So they managed to make their way out into drop, and Cajun B close with the AWP. We'll see if he gets the chance to put this to use. Because Pasha is still hanging around the nade! Oh, that rung his bells. Not going to be able to peek behind the flash either. The smoke goes up just in time, and Cajun gets out pretty much scot-free, but Neo in the meantime is taking a bit of damage here. A little bit of pressure getting applied by Magus can drop.
So lingering around the plateau for a while really only gave them just a lot of damage. They used some of their own grenades and not much really came out of it. Now they've left Magus can drop, and they're going to go for a similar style as to the one in the pistol, trying to see if they can cause a distraction, keep 4 players on B, while there's only 1 person defending the A-bomb side. But that 1 person is Snax, and he's got the AWPs looking the wrong way currently. They're sneaking in. Oh, Config, this is so smart. Catching Snax off guard. He was actually trying to hide in the corner to not make himself visible, and now Magus going to pick up the kill as well. Cajun missing the flick, but still things are looking great for North in this round. 4-on-3.
Yeah, they have brought it back here, North. And Taz remaining pretty focused on that connector area. Magus doing a fantastic job of just locking down that defense on the B site. He sold VP hook, line, and sinker, and that kind of left Snax up. Well, Snax might have been able to back off as well and played a bit more passively there instead of hanging around A long with nobody to watch ramp. But these are the signs of the decisions where you're convinced this is what's coming at you. They're going to be hitting this B site. There will be no fake. And sure enough, MSL's 1 step ahead this time. And so VP will just have to shake it off and save these 3 guns. If they save the 3, then they can actually get something going for themselves in the next round.
Yeah, very important here. The first half's already looking amazing for Virtus.pro, so if they can keep the money flowing, if they can keep fighting,
yeah,
everything matters right now. 7-4. And North not surrendering yet. I mean, the pressure is unimaginable, and now we return to a bit of a classic as well. It's Snax with the Mag 7 playing over at A-long.
Yep.
If North knew, they should go somewhere else.
But that's the thing, though. They haven't really paid much attention to A-long at all, North. The 1 round, it was AZ kind of working his way in, but he was more of a, exactly, a lurk. Wasn't exactly part of the main push. And so now we might see a change here where, look at this config.
Don't do it.
So you go for the peek here, Snax. This is the very reason why, CT, you don't go for this peek. But there's the noise. And Snax, he knows that somebody's hanging around here, but the action is happening over on the B side right now. Cajun just waiting patiently for Pasha to overextend.
Yeah, he wants that peek, but this has become very common. A lot of Orbers on the other side will look for it, and Pasha, he definitely saw that. He knows what's up. He's going to go for the re-peek anyway. Does he realize that there's still a guy there? Cajun going down, and Pasha looking for it again. AZ is weirdly trapped in the corner. There's going to be a bit of a grenade to try and see if he can get himself out of there, the smoke. And now Snacks winning the fight against Config. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Nope, nope. Snacks has to kill Pasha. You don't need to go through that smoke. He's hoping to dance right on the edge. He will get it back in position. MSL right around the corner with the AWP. He can use it. 3 players remain here for North, and they are stacked up. But Taz wins the door versus Vegas, and Pasha spots on MSL right on the edge. Did he see something? He's certainly thinking about it, and MSL misses the shot. But Pasha playing it safe until MSL finds the angle. 2-man advantage, and Bialy has set the trap, and he's gonna get these kills for free, but he misses it. Easy with the headshot to save his team.
A bit of an opening here, but it's still very tough. There's only 25 seconds. There's almost no chance that North can get in, get the kills, and get the bomb down. Great Molotov there, gonna do a lot of damage to Taz, forcing him out behind the rock, but he just goes for the fight. And it will be Virtus.pro picking up another round, making it 8-4 in their favor.
There's Neo, showing Bialy how it's done. Tough case for Bialy there. When you've got the 2 targets, you're trying to decide which one you want, but this really was Pasha's round. Good to see Pasha back in action here on Plateau, winning duels, feeling comfortable again with the AWP. Felt like he was in limbo for quite some time. This is what's making Virtus.pro a world beater once again, the fact that their players are showing up, that they have hit that level once again, and Neo has chosen the perfect time to start hitting headshots left and right. 8-4, and the second tactical timeout getting called here by North.
A good time to do it as well. Right now we have, what, 3 players on 10 or more kills on the VP side, and nobody on North has cracked 10 yet. So they're down on kills, and certainly you can feel maybe some of the energy starting to run out. Not for the crowd, though.
Absolutely not. Just wait. Yeah, the hype is real, Anders. They're firing them up, they're giving them their energy, and well, North looking to take advantage. Neo with the double spray! 2 kills! Annihilates him, and Pasta's there as well. Cage and Vegas, they're wondering what happened to the rest of their team.
Once you lose those first 2 entries, there's not a lot left to do at that point in time. The bomb has gone down, Cajun going to be dropped as well, and Vegas about to be overrun. They're coming in from every angle. Snacks will take him down. That's Virtus.pro winning a 9th round and making it look easy on top.
This is still a T-sided map, Anders. Still a T-sided map. This is North's pick as well. Keep in mind, Nuke is coming up next. VP's strongest map, the map you definitely don't want to play them on. Yeah, it's so key for North to pick this map up here at Cobble.
I think Sponge had it right, though. These guys like playing each other's maps, and North are perfectly capable of playing Nuke as well. So I think it's a coin toss on almost all of the maps right now. The one big difference maker is this insane crowd that just won't stop. They won't leave North alone.
The drain is real. You're right. Can't help but chant along with them.
Well, once again, the fight for the plateau control. Grenade going to do a little bit to Config. That's upsetting, but it seems like North want to speed it up once again, try and see if they can get in here. And AZ looking for the rundown. Somehow Pasha gets the kill before he goes down. And now they need to cool it down here. They've got the superior firepower on the BP side. Just wait till everybody's here. Neo trying some random shots.
4-on-4, and Neo holding close, and Neo gonna sack himself, and he gets the deny at the last second. MSL now darts forward. He's got the UMP and the bomb, but those smokes are clearing up, Anders, and they don't have any left. They have a single, 2 flashes and an HE picked up, and Config with the AWP. He's gonna have the Overwatch, and there it is, the headshot on Bialy, who stands up just a bit too soon. Man advantage now for North in this key round, and they have got the after plants.
Oh man, if Config holds the line, then he gets the kill, but instead he second guesses himself, and he goes down to Snacks, and now the retake is on. 2 versus 2. This is everything for North. They have to win this round. And Virtus.pro trying to see if they can fight it back there. Snacks with a kill on MSL, and now Cajun B trying to sneak around. There are 2 smokes up in front of him. He has no idea if they're defusing or not. Now he must have heard it. 3 seconds left. He's coming around, and Taz is there to save his teammate. Great team play coming out, and Virtus.pro again and again and again. 10 rounds for them.
What remarkable stuff. The duels, the chances being taken by both teams, but in the end it comes down to good solid teamwork to win the day there for VP. And double digits on CT side Cobble now for Virtus.pro. This is a fantastic first half. Third tactical timeout used in the first half here, Anders, for North. They are desperate to get around on the board.
I feel like you would only do that if you've gleaned some sort of weakness in the setup here for Virtus.pro. I mean, if you're MSL, that's a big timeout to take with just 1 round left. So maybe they found a way through. KGB obviously not very excited. 10-4 here. The last round of the first half is coming up. And right now the Polish team have everything they could possibly want. All the grenades, all the rifles. Whereas the same could not quite be said for North.
No, but this was successful last time, and so it looks like they want to go for it again. Straight rush through A, but this time Snacks, he's holding far back. Passive, and Bialy with the double. They can't get anything to go for him. Even losing the duel to Taz. MSL gets a drop on him, but that's not good enough. And AZ now in a 1v5, and they know exactly where he's coming from because the last time they ran this strat, he was at A-long. You already have the nades going in.
Yeah, he's completely trapped here. What an enormously powerful first half coming in from Virtus.pro right now. AZ, nothing matters at this point. He's going to get 1 headshot, but they're all on the bomb side. They got the bomb locked in. 11-4 in the first half, or the first map of the quarterfinals here, the last quarterfinals, where we head off into the semis. Immortals are waiting to try and fight Virtus.pro in the second semifinal. The other one will be Gambit and Astralis. It's out of control.
Which is also going to be a fire match. That is going to be sick to see. Gambit versus Astralis, whether the Danish powerhouse can continue to reign supreme and defend their title. That's what's at stake for Astralis. They won the E-League major. They're looking to repeat what SK did last year, winning both majors, winning the 2 majors in the year. And the crowd again. Let's go. Countdown has begun to get into the second half of Cobblestone between Virtus.pro and North. 11-4. And we're 10 seconds away from seeing if BP are just going to completely crush North or if we're going to have a game on our hands.
Yeah, there's not going to be any chance if you don't win the pistol round here. That's an absolute given. Virtus.pro starting off with 1 smoke, a couple of flashbangs there, but otherwise it's all Glocks, and they're just looking for the fight, trying to see if they can run down North quick. North on the other side, they're all USPs, not even a defuse kit. They don't even want to let Virtus.pro get onto a bomb site here.
They want nothing but headshots here. They're looking for the duels. And look at this from AZ, exactly. Going aggressive, playing for info. Just barely misses them though. 3 players stacked up, and there will be the pinch onto the A site. From long and underpass, it looks like here for Virtus.pro. We'll have to see, are they going to be far enough back because they're holding close?
Oh no, there's a problem here.
Yeah, Config is boosted.
Yeah, he's up on the wall boosted. He's going to be crushed from both sides. Unless they hit instant headshots, Config is in a lot of trouble. Neo getting 1 kill, he's falling, he's down, but they're coming for him. And Bialy will be able to take the kill easily. He was sandwiched in, MSL fighting 3 different players at once. Never advisable now, Cajun being Megis. How do you even dream of retaking this? Virtus.pro are giving no inch right now to North. It's going to be Megis going down last at a 12-4 lead right now.
And the thunder rolls in. So sick, 12-4. And Config, he's just, I mean, the timing was just barely off for him. If AZ stays alive, Config is just frustrated because there's not really a whole lot you can do. You're absolutely right, Anders. He was in a pinch. If AZ dies, he had to move on to ramp. Nowhere to go. And VP, they're not going to let that go. I think the plow, it's fully revved up. The engine is warm, and they're looking to just go ahead and fling North off the side of the road out of Cobblestone.
Megis wanted to go for the peek with the deagle, but that grenade lands right in his face. Now he peeks. Great flashbang to set that one up. Not a bad idea at all here from the North point of view, but Virtus.pro stay alive for the moment. Trying to use some grenades to clear out the close plateau position, which is really important. 17th round here. The spray is in, and actually great return from AZ. Looked like he was dead for sure. Cajun with a headshot as well. MSL, oh no, he swaps in the middle of the fight. That must have been a mistake. And now Taz blind shot through. He did a double peek, and Taz again taking a headshot, trying to see if he can get the one on Megis.
We're still in a 2-on-2 that heavily favors Virtus.pro. Taz did the work, and Pasha's there to collect. 2 kills for him, and the round is recovered. And you're absolutely right, MSL, man. Swapping guns, that was the moment to end the terror that would soon become Taz. All right, this is Cajun right there to start things off. That's where you start feeling a bit of pressure if you're VP. But Taz was having none of it. 35 HP, he doesn't care, he'll go ahead and pick up 3.
One tiny mistake could have cost them this first map, or at least be part of it. That's definitely a huge deal. 13-4. And the landslide continues. Virtus.pro gunning again for the plateau on the B-bomb side, just leading with Pasha. He's got nothing to lose here, just the pistol, and opening up the kill on Cajun B. And on the other side, North, they can't really stand up to this. Magus is hitting just a great headshot, but it's not enough right now. AZ gets a kill, Magus going down, 2-on-3.
Yeah, Molotov behind as well. That's going to force him out into the open. AZ charges into his death, and Taz. Both frags for him, 14-4, a 10-round lead for Virtus.pro. Things looking up for them, but this was the eco situation for North. Now they're getting into the buy round where they will have the rifles. They've made things competitive here when they've had the pistols, and so you have to hope, you have to think that they're going to be able to get something done when they have superior firepower. No kits, though, picked up for North. Again, just so limited on economy. That's been the story of North's life.
A 10-round lead. How on earth do you come back from that kind of situation? North have only this 1 round to try and fight it with.
At VP, what, cutting him some slack, giving him a tactical timeout, letting him talk it over real quick, you know? Let's be fair here, Anders. You know, give him the best chance. Give him a little chance, right?
I think they were just reminding each other, listen, we're going to just kill him straight in this first map, and then it's all good from there on out. The game is resumed, and now we'll see what North can show us here in the second half. They've got the rifles, they've got some grenades. Can anybody stop Virtus.pro here on Cobblestone is the question. Config has been trying his best and winning a lot of duels, and even that has not been enough.
Now with their setup, and it looks like he's going to back off and set a bit of a trap here with AZ. Between AZ and Config, they're covering both angles. So we'll see if VP decide to press the issue over here at A-Long, or if they're going to start rotating over once they've made some noise. This is all on Config now. Neo's going to be taking point, checking the angles. There it is, and he doesn't react in time. Config draws the line and ends it right there for Neo. Taz, what does he decide to do? Of course they know that the second man's going to be there, and he gets snuffed as well.
Great play from Config. That's super important right now. It's their last stand here on Cobblestone at least. 5 versus 3. And looking just slightly better for the Danish side. There's Cajun opening up and taking down Snacks, and Puyali will fall as well. So North, there's still a tiny sign of life here as Cajun picks up Pasha. And North will find a 5th round. That's very important.
And they recover the AWP. That is huge for Cajun. Definitely going to be wanting that because they wouldn't have had the money to get it otherwise. But it was bound to happen. A perfect setup there for North. Neo walking right into it, expecting it to be a lower angle. And oh, Config, one of the key players for North. MSL heavily relies on him to hit headshots. He showed up in a round that mattered. Up to 11 frags. Vegas in the lead with 12. The 2 young guns for the team. And we have to see, is it going to be on their backs that North mounts the return here?
You have to imagine the energy from this crowd will just echo through esports history. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. Config with the AK-47 waiting on the other side. There's no armor on Virtus.pro, so this should be finally a bit of relief for the North team. They should be around where they can take a deep breath and actually feel like they've got some solid ground underneath them, that maybe there's still a chance here on Cobblestone.
Virtus.pro, they were able to win a eco earlier, but not this time. AZ, perfect spray control. Config there to back him up. This tag team duo working magnificently well. Not a chance for VP in the anti-eco. They don't get anything even close. And they even donate a PG-50 to Config. You don't want that guy getting more firepower. It's less. 14-6. Double AWP. Pasha has enough for the AWP of his own. Dropped by Bialy, donated. And now we have to see. This is going to be it. Full kits, full buy for North. Same for VP. And Virtus.pro once again splitting up. It's going to be Neo and Snacks this time working together as a duo. Snacks there to watch the halls, and Neo making sure that no shenanigans are possible over here at Underpass for North. A very quick setup over at Plateau, and while they are making some noise here, but look at this, the quad double, what? Oh, Anders.
You can do this. It is possible. Let's try and see if they're just going to use it to throw grenades in. Yeah, it's a triple grenade landing, and it does almost no damage at all to Virtus.pro.
That is so sick. That's some sexy CS right there.
I mean, it's a massive risk in so many ways. Just imagine if someone peeks the plateau at the same time, but in a different time, could have been for a very good kill. That's also a sign maybe that North are trying to really dig deep in that strat book and figure something out. Virtus.pro haven't really made much progress across the map. It looks like they just want to go for a fairly common A execute, cutting up the bomb site with a wall of smokes, getting the bomb plant down on the side of the statue, and trying to lock North out of it. I think that's the game plan here for the Poles. And Megis up on the box. Is there going to be a Molotov to cut him out? You can Molotov this position, and it's very important that you do it, and that's the last Molotov, so he's going to have a free shot at anyone coming out on the plateau. Flashbangs are in. Neo gets the return, but Megis is there, still fighting, and then Bialy and Snacks coming back in with 2 big kills. Snacks fighting, he hits a ridiculous headshot, and finally Cajun will take him down, but it might have been too late.
What a shot from Snacks. Cajun in a 1v3, but he's here early enough. He does have some time to work with. The bomb has only just been planted. He's hoping for VP to get clever, but with the AWP, he's going to have to be quick. He can't even scope up again, because if he does, they will hear it, and there's the shot, and he's going wide open. Not going to make it out. Taz is there. And VP on match, well, map point here on Cobble. They succeed. And all sorts of things had to go their way. Because the man holding close broken wall went right under him, and Neo gets the key frag, stopping him from doing the damage. Tough to say, tough to say.
Well, it's the calm before the storm here, as North are just 1 round away from losing the first map, which is their map pick. Not something you want to see in a quarterfinals, but they have been shell-shocked by Virtus.pro.
Pressure is on, but at least it's not a force in the sense that they actually have money for some guns here. The AWP on Cajun, we'll see where he can decide to get that into action. Trying to set it up, going for the peek. He's got a nade in his hand, and possibly this is the shot. Vegas is going to trade it, but he goes against him. 1-for-1 trade, and this is all on Pasha trying to make the hero play, but Megas is not going to let him have it.
That's a very dangerous peek from Pasha, and at least he got the 1, still leaving his team a chance to bring it back at the 3-on-4, but if this next kill doesn't go their way, you have to think it might not work out. Config close with the C-set 75 is such a dangerous position, but look at the boost that's being set up. Snacks peeking it, and Config still hits the headshot. That's very good, taking down Snacks, and Neo trying to hunt him down. They have the time here, but MSL getting a kill and leaving Taz alone, 1 versus 3 in the middle of the map. How do you get out from this?
No, 44 seconds, well, 39 now at least. This is not something where he's got like 10 or 15. You can afford to sit here and wait just a little bit. AZ, this is where you need the scoots, no peek bat. You just sit and you wait on your bomb site. You don't go anywhere if you're AZ right now. This is on MSL to kind of peek for the info here at Connector. Does not spot out Taz. And now we're starting to get to the time here where Taz needs to make the play, and he's got the correct read. It's going to be the A play, and will he be able to find AZ fast enough? Or is it just the noise, the fake? Taz in the mind games here, but he's just running out of time.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that someone would try and follow him in. Maybe he'd get the kill and turn around quick or something like that. It's very hard to play those sort of situations, and obviously easier when you have the X-ray. 15-7. North still alive and fighting, looking for 8 straight rounds here. No easy task at all.
Anything is possible in CS though, Anders. That's the thing. You get in the mantra, the old code.
Well, certainly this tournament has been proof of that. The amount of ridiculous stories that are going to come out of this tournament, the fact that Immortals made it for an SK FaZe didn't make it in, and there's so many ridiculous. The whole story between Big just making it through, and now Virtus.pro. For a lot of this year, the story surrounding them has been the slump that they've been in, not being able to play well, not qualifying for tournaments, and look at them now, one single round away to make it in a step closer towards the semifinals. MSL almost getting caught, but that's a nice shot, taking a kill, keeps on spraying, and finally going to be falling back. He doesn't really have the help to keep it going anyway. Somehow Bialy gets one in return, but they still know that MSL is here. Neo with a headshot on one. MSL doing even more work here. He's got a couple of bullets left looking for snacks, and oh my god, Cajun there to help out. Neo goes down, great defense from North. What a round. MSL, the captain, being game leader, and now also saving them in that round. Very, very good play.
Are you noticing that the players with the CZs tend to hold that window position?
Yeah.
It's like MSL, Cajun, config. MSL had an AK, still holds with the CZ. We're seeing some of the tactical edges coming out here, the advantages that these players know about on each map. So MSL able to put that to good use. 15-8. Another round of eco coming up here for Virtus.pro. And they might just charge out, not waste any time at all of this one. Neo has got utility, and it's going to be the straight smoke on the plateau. He's got the 2 flashes to set up here for his mates as well. Anti-rush nades going out, and Taz taking a tremendous amount of damage. But there's the timing. Flash, Pig is totally white, misses everything. They know where he is, but he's still, Pasha not able to capitalize.
Looked like that was about to get a bit dicey there for Magus, but Cajun there to help him out. Great quad kill for him. Oh man, things are looking slightly better here for North, and we have to remind everybody this is also important. Even if they can't make the full comeback, just not getting swept off the map is important. It mentally helps you to set up for the next map and just keeps you going. So got to see if they can do a bit more here. Cajun certainly is looking fired up right now. And Virtus.pro should take note of that position by the chicken coop and make sure they Molotov him out next time.
But now they have the nades for it, although they're still light on the Molotovs. Only 2 Molotovs in play, Bialy and Neo.
Look at the, this is obviously MSL trying for a read here. 3 men stacked towards long, just trying to see if they can sort of preempt whatever Virtus.pro are throwing at them. So they know they're near the edge, and they've got to come up with something creative, and this is a very big investment in map control over on that side. If this was a straight B-rush, the round would probably be over.
Bialy getting naded by Magus as well. He's certainly not looking to give him a helping hand. And this is going to be it. Config going to walk right in, and MSL is in position to completely slaughter VP if they try to punish. And with that bomb and those 3, it's looking like VP wants to go for a repeat sort of situation. The split, perhaps, the nades are in, and MSL, it's all on him. But the last time they went through here, Neo checked this angle. Taz going to dump, and it's up. No chance at all. MSL stuck, and Taz to the smoke. Takes down Config with the headshot. It's spinning out of control for VP.
2 versus 5, hold on to the first map here. Taz gets a 3rd kill, and that leaves Cajun. Molotov down in a 1 versus 4. More grenades are raining in. 1 versus 5, in fact, and he's got almost no chance. The crowd has simply ignited here at the Torrent Arena. They know what's coming next. They know what's got this first map. Cajun trying his best, but it's too late. There are too many people to find, and there it is. 16 rounds for Virtus.pro. They win the first map of the quarterfinals.
Teams, and I think Mirage is the perfect map to deliver that sort of result. So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise for the final map here. We're about to crown the champions here in New York. It's going to be 3 sets of on Virtus.pro. A couple of flashbangs. They're actually focusing towards the B side of the map as well. Bialy going to be charging in first. The bomb's committed as well. Sees Flash is going to be falling back. A simple, he gets the first kill. Looking for the second. Gets the second headshot, but Neo takes him down.
Neo does, but Snacks has already made his way deep inside of the site. He's rotated around, and Seas gets spotted from the bench. That tap in through the window was ominous as it stared down toward the doorway, and doorway that was occupied by Navi, trying to control the situation inside of the site. Another kill coming in from Guardian, 2 in fact, as Pasha will drop. It leaves it as just Snacks, bomb down inside of the site. 1 minute and 5, but they know exactly where he is, and time is not the factor now. It's all about the positioning. Snacks needs to pull back out. Don't much damage done. It is the Glock, so he's got bullets left as well, but he can't close it. Edward on 8, and Guardian, much better than that, will take Snacks down.
There it is, Virtus.pro, quite a simple play there. 4 people actually committing towards the B apartments, coming in together, but it's simple. He finds the first 2 headshots there, gets the information to his teammates as well. Yes, he drops at that point, but they're able to recover the round. Guardian with 2 nice P2000 kills, and it will be the force buy on the second. No bomb planted, of course, for Virtus.pro. It's going to be Desert Eagles, Tech-9s, and a scout in the hands of Neo. He's got a decent spawn as well, looking to get that first shot towards winner, but no presence at all from the CTs there. We'll have a look whether Guardian will be challenging himself. He's actually got the UMP, no scout for him. Still an opportunity to do something with this round, but Virtus.pro have only got 1 smoke they'll play with. That is in the hands of Neo. He's towards mid for now as Edward tends to be looking towards that apartments area, but the first exchange comes in. It's a sloppy one, but Guardian gets the first headshot with the UMP.
Hash is there to respond, but so too is Simple trading back out inside the middle. Edward, his job done, his obligation. Neo down. Taz still does get one on the cross with the deagle. And as they have pushed them back, they've got the A site, but they don't have the package to plant inside of it. It's the bomb down in middle and seized and Simple to cover off with a crossfire. That will take down the rest of the Virtus.pro members. 2-0 for Navi to start it off. CT side, so for the second game, they're the ones that strike first. Virtus.pro Mirage gonna have to wait 1 more with no bomb plants to try and get guns up, so just patience before the game really unfolds, and they're going to stick with that 1 MP9 on Flamey, no armor, he can do some damage with it.
Well, here we go, and the objective of this 3rd round will just be to actually get the bomb down for Virtus.pro. You see they've purchased 3 smokes here, a couple of flashbangs as well. They probably won't win the round, it's very unlikely to do that. They can get a plant down, and definitely helps boost the money going into round number 4 here. So, having a look at the buy for Navi as well. USP just for Guardian, MP9 for Flamey. I think they could get the bomb down here, but Flamey's nice and close. He'll be playing in front of the smokes. Maybe he can be the thorn in their side here.
And they threw the bomb toward the Palace position, which means they wanted to drop out quickly and go for the fast plant, but Flamey pushes up MP9. Note as well as Edward's going to go down and take snacks. The Guardian is elected to stay just on the USP. He's not even gambling to look for kills on the SMGs. He wants the off no matter what in the next round, and that next round, it's about to start. Neo's going to get pushed back with bomb inside of Palace. Edward survives with 1 HP, so he won't be in this fight. He needs to keep the M4, and they'll allow that to happen as Simple goes in. And it'll be 3-0 Navi, not surprisingly, considering the situation, but importantly, no bomb plant, no AWP on the Virtus.pro side. They elect to go all 5 rifles, but they get decent utility with it. They do have 4 smokes to work with.
Yeah, not forcing around that AWP. This is going to be going into 5 AKs, and we'll see what they can go for. I'm sure it'll be a very deep round to kick things off with. If I'm Navi, though, I probably want to be going aggressive here, looking for that first pick. Let's see what they decide to do. Simple actually jumps out the mid window here. Goes towards connector, not committing towards the top of middle. Yeah, that's all he'll go. Changes his mind. He's going up for the information straight away here. Doesn't spot anything. It's quite a passive hold from the terrorists for now as they're actually working towards the B apartments, get flashed off, and they have to pull back here. Bomb still towards middle, so not making their move at all just yet. They're going to try to save the utility a little bit more. They've got 4 smokes remaining, just seeing what kind of initial aggression is coming in from the CTs here. Guardian will be positioned towards CD spawn for now. We're actually rotating back from mid.
Neo coming out from the underpass, just checks above. Common now with the angle, especially if you put someone in connector to watch the corner at top of middle. With the angle from window as well, that you can get on top of that fence very easily as the catwalk player to watch down below, so checks it. They're being strategic, they don't want to take chances, not in a grand final like this. Neo pushed through from Edward, he's going to drop inside of the smoke, and Edward, he's still alive in it, but can't find the shot onto Snacks. As the AK-47 will reign supreme, it's Taz to follow up, it's Taz again, Virtus.pro. The plow starts to roll. It's going to be a 3-1 scoreline. Surely as seized. Has to find 4 if he wants any chance. And a FAMAS does have a kit and a Molotov to work with, but unfortunately, it's really a far cry from enough to try and pull the round back as they've got a decent post plant set up, a triangulation around the bomb, and a far offside lurk to try and take this gun down from seized.
Well then, seized. Looks like he will just be trying to save the FAMAS here. Can't recover an upgraded weapon. Guardian lost his all towards CD spawn, but what a round that was from VP. Holding up in a very defensive position at the start of the round there. You can see they're waiting for that initial aggression to come from the CTs. That doesn't happen, and Snacks will finish things off. They get a lot of attention, VP, towards the connector area, and as soon as they do, and as soon as Edward's committed towards that connector zone, he actually pushes in, and Taz, he comes out of the Palace area, nails a shot on Guardian as well, just as he looks away as well, finds a second shot towards Jungle as well, and finally we might have a nice close game here going forward. There is money available for Navi. They're going to have the double orb set up here. It's simple. He'll bring out that weapon as well alongside with Guardian. The other players aren't so quickly equipped, but look at the orb dual kick off here. Neo gets the first headshot, but Simple, he quickly answers back, taking that passion on the other side.
And a well-traded kill. Not often. You can see a double peek from that position, so well received inside the middle again. We know Navi like to put a lot of mid pressure on their T side, but so far, VP using it as well. Underpass last time, this time around, the face at the top of the ramp. Bomb still in T-spawn, it's all about the pick to start it off. But Simple and C's now with that second AWP picked up are gonna try and hold off from either side with the big guns, the one-shot wonder. And this smoke is meant to be a ruse. They're meant to look like it's smoked off inside of A main as Flamey will cover it off, but Seized is on the offside. He's got Snacks down. The smoke I speak of is the one on top of the ramp at A because the bomb's slowly going toward that position. It's Taz that's gonna get found out. The smoke on top was never spotted, but Edward did push through regardless. Taz will drop, Edward's gonna fall inside of the site, cover it off. It's just 2 to find, but they've got mid to work with. The isolation smokes top stairs as well as on jungle, and this could actually be misleading. They might catch at least one off guard here. How fast can they communicate? How fast can they react? Neo's gotten inside the site. He's watching to make sure he's not going to turn. Oh! Why does he pull the nade? He's got the first shot. The mistake was made, but Bialy's there. And Edward will at least get pulled back, but he's got to find this against 2. It could have been so much more. And Bialy, that flash is going to slow him. They've got a player in jungle as well. Simple just needs to peek for information, but he doesn't even want to take the chance at this point in time as there's 17 seconds. He wants to let him commit to the bomb plant, which he will soon have to do. Molotov will force him out, though, and that means the exchange will come down to the 1 versus 1. Immediate smoke, no fight, no plant, because it is going to be 7 seconds. That's going to be the round, surely, or is it? Nearly catches him in the open. Bialy, and Simple goes for more. Only he would do, and Navi will take it to 4-1.
Bialy didn't have many options there, but the play he brings to the table, that's actually very intelligent indeed. Forces the player to come out from that Molotov, and it's actually the player from jungle as well. He has to face, he has no choice to try and deny the pun. I think they could have allowed it to go down and just waited, but still they managed to win the round, so no harm, no foul. BP do not get the bomb down, and they're going to be force buying into round number 6 here. So trying to answer back and not allowing the CT economy to swell here. So they're coming to 2 AK-47, 3 Tech 9s. Still quite a weak buy for Navi considering, so do manage to pick up 1 AWP, but sees he's aggressive towards the B apartment. Snacks is waiting on the other side of that smoke. That this first frag is going to be important, and Snacks gets it. The B bomb side is open. Will they capitalize here towards shore?
Simple immediately on counter entry, though, is going to find one. Taz is there. Angle held off, missed shot. Guardian as well. That allows bomb to cross. Go for the plan early. And Guardian's going to go aggressive out the window as Guardian would do. Lovely shot on Basha. He'll fall, but so too does Flamey back in the site. So again, it's only a 1-man advantage in the post plant for Virtus.pro. Could have been a 3 versus 3. Guardian still looking, waiting for Edward to get information. Spots one inside the corner. Taz can't necessarily wide peek to go for Guardian. Nearly gets the lineup as well as Edward snaps back down on the game, and Guardian knows the situation is grim. No kit, AWP valuable. It'll be Virtus.pro with their second round, and Henry 4-2. We haven't seen that scoreline yet. Maybe we got a game.
This is what I wanted to see. We've said Mirage would be the deciding factor. I wanted to see a nice tight game. It's been back and forth so far. That's what we want. And that force by Virtus.pro is definitely justified. The previous round comes down to a 1v1. Bialy did a ton of damage to the economy. And so then they go for the force by the 2 AK, the 3 Tech 9s. We said that first kill was going to be so important. It snacks to the Tech 9 towards Palace. He gets it. They capitalize. They got short control as well. They get in. Simple can't hold them off. And Guardian, he's missing a couple of the key shots there, but he gets a really strong one from out the window. But it's not quite enough. Navi, this is what we want to see. They're going to be buying around the AWP, so Guardian still has that weapon in hand. He saved it from the previous. They've got a scout and some upgraded pistols to work with here. It's looking like Virtus.pro, they're actually going for the execute off the bat. They've got 4 players committed to that side of the map. We'll be holding up for now as Snacks, he holds the underpass. He'll be coming for the flank once the execution comes in. Smoke starting to be deployed towards the 8 side, with 3 players at the CTs ready to hold them off.
Bialy beyond the smoke inside of the A ramp's going to try and go in with the bomb. They need Neo. They needed Neo to try and get inside the site, but Guardian hitting that shot immediately. It's going to make things harder. Pasha's at least found one in Sandwich. Snacks follows up. Simple goes down. Guardian has to look back toward mid, and they get a play with a fast play as Virtus.pro wraps around Guardian. No time to respond. Flamey nearly spots one exiting. He's assassinated. And Seized with a CZ is all but dead as Pasha. He's going to try and just get inside the window. AK-47 vent not broken out, as we know. The barrage vent, unlike the one on Cobblestone, not easy to shoot through, so with a CZ, penetration not really ideal anyway. It's not going to be anything fancy, and already he's just going to have to wait this one out. They don't even really need to hunt this down. They know the money situation. There's no point giving away AKs. They're still behind in the game, and they need to build in fast. Yeah,
the war of attrition should be over this point. A few force buys either way. Navi knew they were up against it, though. They saved the AWP. Guardian gets the opening frag there, but he can't do much more. He's getting flanked from Connector as well. He's smoked out of position, and that's the only kill he picks up there. So Navi's surely going to be coming over Nico as we enter round number 8, and a chance to tie things up, Matthew. The early stages, this really is going to be a close one, and I'm excited to see it happen. So Navi do get a CZ, a PD50, that's about it. CZ has some body armor to work with, but this should be an almost guaranteed round for Virtus.pro. Navi have gone with the approach of a 4-man stack towards B. Could potentially push off towards shore here, but with no flashes, it's very difficult to see a world where they can actually get more than one frag or so.
Seized has gotten into Palace early on. Not only are they on an eco in this round, but Virtus.pro's built up a round in hand already. They stay efficient here, and they actually get a significant lead, considering it's the CTs who struggle with economy. They'll be able to break them down time and time again against Navi, so they've got a chance to actually steal control of the half by doing this round in a very well-structured manner to make sure that reinvestment isn't something that's going to cost them 2 or 3 rounds down the line. Flash round, Pasha's going to go in. 2-man in there, he spotted them both. Simple's gone away to evade. He's going to get taken down. Pasha with both. 1 for each bicep, as it's going to be Bialy to push through the apartments. Flash in behind the van. No one there, but it's 2 at bench. The stack over toward the B side is being picked apart. 1 kill for Guardian. Keep these kills in mind. We did say efficiency's key. And in nearly a second, it will be. Flamey almost finding a 3rd, but Snacks is there to take him down. It's all on to Seized. Bomb plant to come in to ensure all possibilities are gone. Let's see, he can catch them off early, and he's going to try and rotate around toward the apartments. If he gets 1 more kill or picks up one of the guns dropped inside the site, it would work wonders, but even that's going to be a tall task considering they're all down inside the depths of the site themselves.
Not the worst round for Navi, considering what they brought to the table in terms of the investment. A few upgraded pistols there, and Caesar to CZ. They actually go for that B stack, but they have 2 players aggressive towards the ladder room there. That's the bait in and suggests the B side's open. Those first 2 kills come down, sure, but the actual players hiding the B side, they managed to find 2 kills themselves, so that's beneficial, you know. That's probably the best they could have hoped for. Caesar gets another one as well. If he can save an AK into the next round, this actually isn't too bad at all. We'll tie things up at 4-4. We'll have a look at the money for Navi going to the next round. Guardian definitely have enough to get the AWP out. C saving the AK as well. They're in a decent position now. That round was successful with damage and money on Virtus.pro, and now this is where the game really begins. Gun rounds for both sides, and we'll see what they actually bring. No double ult set up for Navi this time, and no ult for Snacks as of yet. Another map he's very strong on with this weapon. He's going to be sticking with the 5 rifles for now. And Guardian, it does really see him get rolling just yet in this grand final, I would say. Had a few interesting shots, but that's about it.
So we'll put some utility out toward middle, but Virtus.pro not applying the pressure in that position this time around. They've lost that battle now twice. Execution's worked, well, I won't even say execution. Speed with a little bit of execution, a little bit of utility on the A sites worked for them. And it's underpass late this time. Simple on Catwalk's gonna fall back with smokes in front of him, but Edward still does find Pasha through the edge of a smoke at Connector. Neo's gonna know he's in there, but the smoke still looms, and therefore it's harder to find the angle, as proven. Edward there to get the second, nearly a 3rd, but Snacks does do the damage in return. He only drops to 56 as well, which is going to be crucial as they walk in. Taz through, but Guardian finally responds. Bombs dropped on top of the box inside the site. Quick stealth flash to try and pull him out, and all right, Guardian, let's not get too carried away. But why not? Take the shots while he can. He's got to wait for the rotations. If he can pick up an extra kill, it'd be lovely, and the rotations do arrive. It's seized again to drop bomb against Taz. Snacks in a 1 versus 3. He's in the site. They don't have the angle. They're going to try and rotate 1 back as Ward jungle to see if they can catch him off. Guardian, I'm not 100% sure he spotted him with that jump.
Bomb down both sides as well, but Snacks, he's come here to fight. He gets the first kill, brings it down to 2 versus 1. He gets Simple there, does damage as well. Guardian goes down to 36. So at this point, Snacks in 30 seconds still has a chance here, but it's thwarted. Sees this finding from jungle, and what looked like an interesting situation does come down to Navi taking the lead here.
And so clever to throw that nade and spam into the box right away. All he has to do is a little bit of damage, and that nade could take it the rest of the way, but doesn't work out. Clever thought. In the end, Navi go up to the 5th round, 9 done in total. We're on 10, there's 1 between them. And it's gonna be 5 AK-47s again, this time Guardian, the only AWP, not a double up setup. Simple and sees to the B site. Guardian inside window. Not a default smoke thrown out early because there's no pressure inside of mid just yet from Virtus.pro. Again, they'll fan out, cover off the wings. Bialy more passive to see if there's a push, and now they'll work to it late as Neo gets in toward the underpass.
Yeah, very defensive from the terrorists at the start here. Not going for that initial mid-control, which we know they are capable of. Pasha will be the first player to get to the mid-boxes here. Just working out any CTs are waiting for him. Guardian will be positioning himself in CT spawn once again. BB have been heavily focusing towards the A site on their gun rounds here, and it's going to be more of the same with Edward. He's been a difficult, tricky character here towards the connector. He doesn't manage to get that first shot through the smoke this time, but he does spot a couple of players towards top and middle.
Neo behind the smoke, snacks as well, crossfire set. It's going to be Edward to try and overcommit onto a peek against Pasha. Flamey wants back into the same spot, but it's too many Virtus.pro players in one small confinement for Flamey to set himself ablaze. It's Guardian and Simple seized. All rotating back to join hands on the A site. Bomb's going that direction, or at least was for a moment.
Well, at this point, Virtus.pro, they have 40 seconds remaining. Don't need to fully commit. See, Neo still has the bomb towards T-spawn here. They're waiting for the reaction. He's actually watching the B apartments. They've got such a huge advantage here. It's very unlikely you're going to throw it away, and there it is. C's trying to do what he can. He gets taken down. 5-on-2 now. 30 seconds remaining. Looks like they will be committing towards the A side, surely, considering... Well, actually, I guess they spotted Guardian there. That might be the signal to go towards B, but it doesn't matter. Pasha blows his head off, and Neo the final player as well. Very clean round there for Virtus.pro. Defensive at the start, claiming middle, slowly but surely, taking down Edward, and then the round just falls apart for Navi. And after winning one previous round there, after losing 3, they're going to actually be on a full eco here. It's a hard reset here as we get to 5-5. Could be a double eco for Navi as well. I'd say almost certainly.
Well, this is the thing. If you keep yourself close as the terrorists and you build up a little bit of a bank, CTs are always going to be disadvantaged. Flamey's not moving in spawn right now. Taz is going to take down Guardian and Simple. Okay, he has a little bit of lag. He's elected to move. I don't know if it was an issue or whether or not he was just taking a moment to speak with teammates. C players we know exist is famous for that. Used to stay in spawn, usually as a collective unit, but take time rather than a timeout, although they do have 4 now, so not sure. So Flamey's going to get out toward Catwalk. Late flash comes in. Edward, he's going to try and peek back out, but Flamey drops. Pasha's there around the corner. Second member seized. He'll fall as well as Virtus.pro continues to charge toward this side. All 5 stay alive. This is where, as you said, they're in double eco territory. They've got a problem now because that's a 5-man alive round for Virtus.pro. It's going to be even harder to break them down the line as they've got 2 rounds in hand.
Yeah, considering now we have to take another eco as well here. It's going to be Virtus.pro just building their bank balance. If they can keep 5 players alive once again, they'll be set for the rest of this half for sure. As we enter round number 12, here is the eco coming in. It's going to be a P250 and a deagle. That's all Navi have to work for before they're in for that stack towards B. This could be more of a default mentality as we go into this one. It's a fast mid play. This is what I'm used to with Virtus.pro, actually just bullying themselves towards that mid area and coming in very fast with those 8 splits, and it's no different this time. As Bialy, he'll be smoking off that first confrontation area. He just did a little bit of damage towards Guardian then. He's actually pushing into that smoke. Guardian's going to try and use their own smoke and see if he can pounce and find 1 kill potentially from that. I don't see it happening, but maybe it could get interesting here.
Bialy with that small amount of vision underneath the edge is going to try and find something. Instead it's Guardian as he finds him in the corner. A lovely shot. Bialy, oh, this is such the timing as always in CS, but manages to get it back. Snacks is there as well, and Simple will fall. It's Flamey and sees the pistols, not able to accomplish much so far, but he will pull 1 back. Flamey into Bialy. An awkward exchange on Catwalk. Flamey's brought himself back into the fold. There's guns available, 2 AKs. A bomb down on the B site, no kits, no armor, and it's a matter of just saving these to pull them forward again. They need to get back in, and any gift, money-wise at this point, they need to take.
Absolutely, it's definitely not worth trying to win this round. They've got 3 players to find. They've got the bomb down as well. They've got no kits, so save these weapons. The money's not going to be fantastic. There'll be a 3rd stage loss bonus after this round to $2,400 coming into about their 2.5k average investment to the next one. So they can definitely get the orbs out. They save these AKs as well. They actually set themselves up for a more successful last 3 rounds here in the first half. Flamey and C's will be hunted though. You can see the terrorists starting to feel out the map. It will be Neo towards A. He's trying to find anything he can out of this. But both the CTs waiting towards T-spawn, and they should be safe at this point. They're going to have 1 player coming in from the apartments is Taz, but C should be waiting for him. He's not even going to have time to find it. So there it is. 7-5 after a double eco. Navi can bring out the double orbs once again. Presumably will be Guardian and Simple. I can't say it's been the most effective duo so far in this grand final, but let's see what they can do here as we get into round number 13. It's 7-5 in favor of the T's. Snacks on the orb himself this time, and we've seen him be incredible on this map before. And VP actually setting up for maybe a set piece. It looks more like a fade though, considering they only have 3 players at this side of the map to begin with, as Neo rotates in as well. Smokes and flashes have been deployed, but I think this is the ruse. You can see Bialy picks up the bomb and maybe heads towards B, where Snax is waiting in the halls as well.
So again, a very passive start to the round from Virtus.pro. As you mentioned, they're playing almost defensively to see if there's going to be aggression come out from Navi, and then into some form of default. This time, B bias. 3 players there. Snax has already pushed up quite far as well. He's the one with the AWP. They can hear him scoping in if he elects to do so at this point in time, but seized. He's waiting on...
It's the fake.
Yeah, the nook and cranny. Guardian's gonna find Pasha though. It's Neo that has to do this alone. He's been tagged down, nearly gets a shot back through the smoke, but Guardian only on 74. Molotov's advanced. Early attack from Seized. That's gonna allow for a trade, which has been the name of the play. And Simple tries to go aggressive, but it's gonna be Seized left alive as he gets caught one-on-one with Pasha, who needs to go forward and grab the ball. Minute and 14, he's gonna try and book it as well. He's gonna try and get out of the sight, and I think the smoke getting caught inside the flames was enough of a noise for Seized not to have heard this, but he's gonna realize it now, pushing through.
We can hear the crowd coming to life there. A massive 1v1. Seized goes up against Pasha. Pasha knows he's got plenty of time to plan here now, and it's a really tough task for Seized coming in. He's coming towards short. Pasha made his way in towards the B apartments as well. He has no nade to work with, and he has been spotted now as well.
Spotted indeed. But the HP does favor Seized. He's got a smoke to get on the bomb, a Molotov that he can put inside the hallway of that apartment as well. Pasha needs to be careful of his positioning. And the Molotov goes out, but Pasha catches him off. Perfect positioning, and he'll take the round. It's going to be Virtus.pro on 8.
Those 1v1s can be so difficult. Yes, Seized had the advantage in terms of the HP there, but he's got so much to do. Time ticking away. He was so far removed from it. The thing is, when he knows that Pasha potentially has left and gone towards B, there's always a chance he go back towards T-spawn. He has to just think about that risk and slow things down and just work out where exactly he's gone. Bomb planted. Pasha gets himself in a great position there, and he plays it very nice as well. Knows he hasn't got nades, doesn't want to wait for that fake defuse. Just challenges him when he pulls out the incendiary. So another force by his round number 15, of course. So Deagles, Max 7s, they have got 3 and 4s, no kits. Very limited indeed. Virtus.pro in a great position to get a commanding lead into the second half.
Bomb dropped intentionally, and Horseshoe Neo's going to go probe out inside of the big tunnels. Taz up toward the key position. Simple not spotted on the jump back as well, down catwalk. And I think the silence suits the slow play. As again, Virtus.pro just trying to establish map control in the top of middle. It's Snax and Pasha electing now to smoke off toward the window.
So Seized, he knows his team have to find something here, something to work with. He's pushed up aggressively in the B apartments as the 4-man stack towards A. Pretty standard stuff here so far from Virtus.pro. They're looking for that first kill towards Connector. They take the most of their damage there. Taz goes down to 72. Caesar, he's in a lot of trouble here if they go towards short. He'll be by himself. The city's starting to realize this could be a possibility as they make their way towards kitchen, but it could be too late. Pasha towards the ladder room. First kill is going to be absolutely everything here.
And they'll rotate back off this, having not found anything as desired. So Bialy now comes into the picture, having waited toward A, but Edwards up in the corner. It's such a tough position to play. Deagle as well. It's definitely a one and done. It may not even be that, because Bialy just walks in, perfectly takes him down, deploys his flash in, bounces the second as well to catch off anyone back towards CT. And that'll bring his teammates into the picture, but Guardian has found a kill against Pasha in the meantime to pull this back. And it's going to be a trade again. Guardian, the one that's the protagonist for Navi. Or the antagonist for the take of Virtus.pro. Look at the shots coming through. As Seized and Flamey set up a crossfire coming out. All 3 of them lined up. No time, no kill. 8-7 going to be the halftime score. And we knew the third map between these two was an equalizer. We knew it was more of an even playing field.
Yeah.
And it's a dead even score so far.
Yeah, very back and forth there. This is going to be an exciting finish to this best of 3, the grand final here in New York. It could go either way. 8-7 couldn't be tighter if we tried. And we're going to take a quick break before the second half begins, but don't go anywhere. I feel like this one is going to be very explosive to finish it off.
Yes, and finally a grand final. Finally a map that's close between Navi and Virtus.pro. Teams, foes of old. It's not quite the rivalry that's been brewing all year, but it's definitely one for the ages and very experienced players in this. It's down to the wire of ESL 1 New York. And I really do think this is about to explode, Henry.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. The pistol is definitely going to set the tone here. Nothing separating these teams so far. 8-7 as we go into its second half here. Navi going onto the T side. They'll get 4 sets of armor. 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs. Ladies and gentlemen, he's still here. There you are, let's go. The final half here of ESL New York. 4 sets of armor for VP as well. A diffuse kit in the hands of Neo. This could just be a straight up B rush, you know, from Navi. Throwing caution to the wind. Flashbangs go in, they're going for it. Pasha, wide to receive. He's gonna have backup as well from short.
Shot does come in, Pasha with 1, but downed immediately after. They've wrapped all the way around to bench, and Edwards is gonna be the one to step up so far in the pistol. As not only 2 kills, a bomb plant as well. A fast flank does come in from Snacks, though, and he's so deadly in these positions. Oh, it's Taz. It looked like it was Snacks, but it was Taz that hit the shot. Doesn't matter. Same effect. The man down at the 3. Now plays on to 2 is Taz and Snacks. And they have a kit. They had a kit. Taz gets dropped. Taken down. Snacks, his position known. Peek out. Guardian's low. Just wants to bait out a shot or 2. Get the information. There's 6 bullets left in the magazine for Snacks to try and make the play. No reload coming in. He's going to drop inside the site. They know where he is. And it's going to be Guardian to wrap back around. We go 8-8 as Navi. They'll get the momentum early.
Here we go then. Navi, known to be a very slow and methodical team, using all the grenades. Most teams would actually go towards A, smoke towards steps and jungle area. This time they just rush B, get in there as well. Good flashbangs, bounce off the windows, and his Pasha fully blind behind the bench there, gets completely wrecked as they enter the bombs of their bomb planted. The retake is not successful. There will be a force buy from VP in the second here. 3 sets of armor, and they're going to have CZs and Deagles to work with as well. Neo with the flashbang, and they've actually got aggressive towards middle here as well. Taz is going to be flashed in towards the area, but Caesar so defensive, he has to fall back at this point. He's not going to win that duel.
Simple and Edward, both top middle right now. No push from Snacks or Neo. Snacks does make his way from looking at underpass toward connector at the exact moment that Guardian gets in the position, and Simple will spot Neo on toward the catwalk position. So it's ladder instead for him. Map 3 of a grand final, last half to play, and you can tell what it means because Navi's slowing the pace tremendously not to get caught off by any of these pistols.